Welcome to this episode of Sheep and Weebs.
No, we're not doing
I
this
hate
again. Oh
JJ.
god damn
I
it!
Oh
am
my
Peter,
god.
and
Just
Nah,
go
dude,
ahead
this
and
guy's
here's
the
our
video already, guys.
degenerate Ronald. And Peter's parents yelling in the background. Lovely. Yeah, welcome to this episode of Sheep and Friends. Today's this very special episode of Sheesh.
Sheesh!
And Weebs.
Podcast.
Yeah, so Ronald's our guest. I'm completely out of it. So we're gonna review the first part of this podcast.
Oh, by the way, I'm Peter, the co-host.
Yeah, whatever.
And welcome back, guys. Today we're talking about season 1.
Did you not introduce yourself? You know what? We're
No.
restarting this. We're restarting this.
No, I want this in the podcast. This is part of the podcast. Fuck you.
Fine.
The podcast.
Whatever. Fuck off. We're not professionals no more. It's gonna turn
No.
into sheep.
Clearly, you don't even use the audio I sent you.
It's gonna turn into early
No.
Sheep and Friends again. Well, you would know that if you watched the videos when they came up. You fucking cuck. Anyways. Give me them views, bitch. But we're the first part of this is going to be reviewing the extra, 7 to 8 pages of Attack on Titan, the manga. So if you don't want to know what the fuck happens, don't. Here's the time code.
Skip to the time code.
Right?
Just skip this video. Leave a like.
Yeah, just leave a like. Just put it on in the background. Fuck it.
Yeah, go play zombies. Play COD Zombies.
Play Yakuza. Because it's great.
No, you wouldn't want to listen to a podcast or playing that game, bro. You got to pay attention to
That's
the
true.
dialogue.
Yeah, you do, because it's no English voice actors.
It's funny.
It is funny. It's fucking. The first game's not so funny, but then they get really funny. Anyways, off track. And then the next part of this podcast was going to be the main podcast. Is me and Peter and Ronald create our 3x3's of our favorite anime openings. Mine's in order. Peter, is yours in order? Or you just threw it on there? Oh, that's fine.
I just threw it on there.
And then Ronald's, I think, just threw it on there, so that's fine.
Yes,
so,
sir. Literally.
Because I don't really. I know. I don't really. Just a quick thing. I don't really have like a favorite out of all of them. I just kind of like all of them.
I definitely have the one favorite, and then the rest are also really good, in my opinion. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into 139, I guess, .5 chapter of Attack on Titan. What do we think, boys? Ronald, you want to go first?
I liked it.
I liked it too. I actually liked it quite a bit.
And that's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight.
Yay!
We'll see you next time on Sheep and Weebs.
I thought it was the most pointless extra pages. It adds nothing.
I hate you.
It does nothing.
Literally, it does, but we'll get into that. So the original.
No, it literally
shut the fuck up.
Metaphor,
Actually,
Peter.
shut the
It's a
fuck
metaphor.
up. So it's 139, the original 139. I do agree with this criticism that like he should have added a little bit more about where the characters went from then, because that's like kind of something that was lost at the original 139. But
didn't he kind of already?
Yeah, kind of.
Not really.
Essentially,
it's
they
so
just said
brief.
like, we're going to talk about peace throughout the world, and everything's going to be great. And I hated that ending.
Never going to be possible.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, JJ. It doesn't matter if the world was peaceful in the last chapter. You could think to yourself, "Oh, that peace might not last." You don't need the writers to confirm that for you.
No. It wasn't set up to be open-ended like that. It definitely wasn't.
What do you mean? They literally still show. No. They literally still show the Eldians building their army.
The conclusion.
They still show they still show people being like
interrupting me.
Yeah, because fuck you. You're clown. You're clown.
You're a clown. There was no closure. Okay, at 139, did you feel closure?
Yeah, I did.
Or no? Fucking bullshit. I already know you did, because you texted me. You literally texted me like, I didn't like it that much, or I thought it was okay.
I didn't.
I thought it was okay. You literally did. So therefore, it's not.
Feel closure.
There was no closure. But like, I didn't even. All right, just to clarify, I didn't even think it was that bad.
Don't think.
But I was just like, I felt a little empty. These new pages, I was just like, there we go. Now, if this starts off with the sequel, I've
They already
fucking ruined it. It's fucking
He's already called
ruined.
it. He's already called it. The mangaka's already called it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about what happened, and then we talk about why sequels suck.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's... I mean...
So essentially,
right,
the mangaka, all he did was he added a little more pages of explanation to why Mikasa is important to the whole thing.
Mika mommy.
Exactly, bro. Because like in the original chapter, Eren just says, "Ooh, Mikasa's the key," and it's just like, why?
Like,
you don't really get an explanation.
She's the key.
And then they add on a couple more pages of exposition. Yeah,
no, I got that the Batman vs Superman reference.
No, I didn't care.
I'm gonna burn your house to the fucking ground. You invite me onto this show and do this to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and then they add a couple more pages to like expand upon the gang kind of going back to Eldia to go home to do peace talks, and they extend the ending with like 3 more pages of what happens after Eren's bird spirit takes Mikasa's scarf, and they show Mikasa growing old, having a family, and Eldia being destroyed in some fights hundreds of years later. And then even hundreds and hundreds more years later, there's a giant fucking tree that a kid who kind of has hair similar to Mikasa walks up to the tree with a dog, and it ends with that chapter. It ends with that tree.
Yeah.
Right, I'm looking at the page right now. Hold on.
That's all it is.
Yes. In the context of the plot, that's all it is. But the deeper meaning behind it is I think more significant, because there are all this time, and I love this because like at the end of 139, it was kind of just like Eren's vision was right, and I was like, that's not no, like, oh, we're just gonna have peace now or whatever. Whereas this chapter actually shows. Now we don't know how long it's been, since, because like the buildings that are crumbling down around that around the tree or whatever are more modern. So we're assuming if this takes place, I don't know, let's just say 200 years. Let's just throw it out there, like that mankind is still going to create weapons, even if they don't have titans. They're still going to create weapons to destroy humanity, and I'm like, yes, that is realistic. The number one thing on Attack on Titan is like it's not afraid to be grounded in reality, and I like that aspect that like, yeah, there would be war 200 years from now. Now Armin and his group of people, I'm sure they acquired peace, and they had like, let's just say 100 years of peace or whatever. And yeah, eventually it would just end with war. Because think about it, like we've ended wars before, and we're like, oh, now we're in peace times. Not really. War's always just around the corner. Like it's inevitable. So I just like that aspect of it. Whereas like in the original, it was just like it was more hopeful and joyful. And Attack on Titan, that's not the feeling I got out of the whole series. The whole series was more a little bit nihilistic and stuff like that. People can die, and they will in this series. With the tree thing, I just really hope that doesn't introduce Titans again, because I like the fact that the Titans are gone. Like, Titans, they're finished. We're done with them. And I don't even, like, is it confirmed that it's Mikasa's, what would it be, like granddaughter or generational?
No, it's not confirmed. It just looks a lot like the hairstyle.
Yeah,
looks very similar
to
Mikasa's.
female, and that's all we got.
Yeah, and a lot. I hated how a lot of people bitched about the Mikasa and what's her face, the slave Titan girl.
Ymir.
Yeah, Ymir.
Wait, what about it?
Like people were bitching about it, like, oh, why is Mikasa talking to her? I'm like, do you not see the parallels within the story? Like, the Titan chick or whatever, she basically just went along with the king who she loved or whatever, and like just put up with all the shit, and that's how she wound up becoming this vengeful spirit. Whereas Mikasa, like, even though she loves Eren, was just like, I gotta
basically a parallel.
Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. So she is the flip side of that. So like their characters are very parallel to that, and I hated like people like there. Okay, so there are people who comment on just plot You know what I mean? Like those YouTubers, like it doesn't even make sense in the plot. I don't even understand. Da, da, da. It's like, you guys not learn about like foreshadowing and metaphors and stuff. Now, granted, this isn't. I'm not saying this is the most prolific metaphor or symbolism thing of all time. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the ending pages gave me definitely more closure into like what the series' overall message was, and I was like, okay. Now I'm good. Whereas like 139, I'm like, that's a decent ending. You know, not the worst, not the best. Meh. Whereas like these pages only boosted up like a point more. I'm not saying, oh, these 3 pages masterpiece or whatever. I'm just saying it added more to that original ending. I still love the series overall though. Like the journey was, I would say, way better than the destination. But yeah, I mean that's
what friends we made along the way.
Exactly. So that's my whole spiel. Peter, proceed to call me trashy weeaboo.
No, like you can like that, and it's fine that you like the ending to being a little more explicit with how it's kind of, it doesn't, like, it's a temporary piece, which is something that I kind of figured it was good. Like, I mean, I just kind of was like, oh, I like to think about this show afterwards, or this manga afterwards.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a very peaceful ending, I kind of was like, yo, anything could still happen. Like, it's not explicit. Yes, there is a peaceful ending, but that doesn't mean it'll last. Like, it allows you to think, like, I was saying, like, there's a lot of shows and TV shows that, like, end on happy notes. But like something that I took a film class, and one of my professors in the class, he would always be like, "So where do you think these characters are going to end up afterwards?" He made us think outside of the endings that we got, regardless of how happy or sad they are. He always asked us, "What do you think of the show or the movie?" Because it allows you to still engage with the product that you had, and base your information off of, base your hypothesis off of what happened throughout.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of engage with my media. I like to think, if I really enjoyed it, I like to think more about it even after the ending and seeing where things end up.
And
a great example is Code Geass. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen with the world after Lelouch, the king of Britannia, is now killed by his best friend?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, how's the world?
Thank God there's no season 3. There were rumors about it. Yeah.
Well, actually, the movie came out and it kind of like ruins all of it.
Oh, did it?
Lelouch.
I didn't even know it came out.
The movie came out a long time ago.
Really? I didn't.
But, I don't. Do you guys give a shit about spoilers for that?
I mean, we'll save it till after because people might care.
It's fan service. It's fan service schlock and makes the ending trash. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, it makes Code Geass's ending like
a million times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think of it like the Game of Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones.
You have to suffer through season 2 in order to have like one of the best endings of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
And then you have this movie that comes out where if you're a hardcore Code Geass fan, you might enjoy it. But if you're someone like me who likes to think about their shows afterwards and not really have those answers revealed,
so
it's kind of like, oh my god.
Are you saying that these extra pages ruin that aspect for you that you just described? The
like, it just makes it. It's like oh, okay, I got the answer. It's like, oh, like,
it's not.
In my
opinion, it's not even really an answer. I still think it's open to interpretation. But if you don't feel that way, I could get that side of it too.
I mean, like, it's
Peter,
like
the ending literally ends an open-ended thing. It's like there's the tree. We know.
No, but that's not like. I don't care about that little boy. I care about Mikasa.
Oh, whoa! Are we assuming genders right now?
That little child. I don't care about that little child. I care about the characters I spend time with.
We're not talking about Krogon or whatever the fuck, baby.
I care about what explicitly happens to the characters that I have been spending, me personally, a fucking month. Because I really only watched Attack on Titan for like since March. So like for me it's a very short time. But for some people, they spend years watching these characters and reading about these characters. So yeah, sometimes, they do want to know about these characters and then think about them afterwards, whereas I don't want to think of their great great grandkids. I don't give a shit about them.
I don't think it's about the great great grandkids. I think I texted this to you too. I think the original 139 was character endings. However, you see those if you didn't get enough out of them or whatever. And then these additional pages are like the world buildings ending, in my opinion. Like, they're two separate. The two things we're trying to do, two separate things. I mean, now they're combined because the extra pages or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
you know, I kind of wanted that conclusion to the world building because that's okay. That's perfect. That's what I didn't feel in 139. I felt like the world building just kind of was like, whatever. Whereas this one, it's not definitive, but it's more like, hey, you know, this is where the world is now, where I didn't get a sense of that in the original. But I mean, we can agree to disagree. I really, really like the ending. I think I'm going to think about it. Like, this ending, I'm going to actually think about. Whereas, like, in the 139, I was just like, yeah, Attack on Titan ended. Whereas, like, the new one, I'm like, you know, I wonder what happens. Do the Titans get reborn? I fucking hope not. But if they do, then that's awful.
I hate to break it to you. The mangaka has confirmed he's thinking of making a sequel series.
I hope not. Because he already made... Didn't he already make, like, prequels and stuff? I haven't even touched
before
those.
the fall.
Yeah, he made prequels, yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what happened before the fall. No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, like, for me, I just don't, like...
I would love to see him do something else.
I would love for him to make a new show or a new manga. That'd be awesome. Hopefully it doesn't become a train wreck like, who was
Burrito.
it? Not Burrito. Well, the mangaka of Burrito, he made, like, another manga that, like, flopped. And
Samurai 8.
Yeah, like it was like it just wasn't selling too well, so they just kind of cut it.
I feel like that might happen, so he probably has to do something with Attack on Titan. Because I mean,
that's what he's worried about.
At least with Naruto, like, he has good art. His storytelling is mad, but as long as you got good art, you can handle it. I don't know if this is controversial, but I don't like the art in Attack on Titan. I feel like it's the weakest point. But like the story is really what carries it.
Yeah, I don't like reading the manga. I was like, damn, the show makes this look so much better, dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
same with Demon Slayer. Like, Demon Slayer is like weirdly like very.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like Demon Slayer's thing.
I like what they did with the animation a lot more than. I've been writing a script for a video that I'm working on.
Oh, no, not
about. The fall of Sinister Sheep, the cancellation of Sinister Sheep,
the cancellation,
the rise and fall.
I'm doing it where I think the new big three are.
I've been wanting to do a podcast about that so much.
Yeah,
if only you had a channel.
That's the next one.
For me, I think it's pretty obvious what the big three are, but there's so much good shonen that it's really hard to figure out.
Is One Piece still on there?
No.
It's One Piece now.
One Piece is. I feel like One Piece is no longer an
One Piece places
second
anime. One Piece places second for 1 year, and everyone's like, One Piece is finished. It's done.
I mean, dude, look, if One Piece could hold the first place in shonen ranking for so many years,
I'm slowly becoming I'm slowly becoming a One Piece stan now.
Slowly is kind of an understatement.
Yeah.
I've been writing about the art of jujitsu because the art of jujitsu in the manga is drastically different to how it looks like in the show.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
And
we definitely got to do a whole episode on that because I got thoughts, but yeah. So overall, what did we think about 139 extended? I like it, Peter.
I don't hate it. I don't like it. I just am like, okay, we got it.
Okay.
Like I'm not. Yeah, if you like it, good for you. If you hate it, good for you. Me, I'm just like, it's there. Like,
good for you.
It's more Attack on Titan. It's more Attack on Titan. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Right?
Please, I hope it's not a sequel. Just keep making prequels or whatever. Just don't do a sequel, please. Please, God.
Yo, dude, yeah, I hope
he redoes the show from the horse's point of view.
Yes. I would want. Unironically.
That survives
it's one of those long titles. I survived Attack on Titan, and I'm just a horse senpai or something like that.
I'm just a horse senpai.
It's like
I'm just your everyday horse, but I happen to be in the survey corps.
It's the point of view of all the potatoes Sarah has eaten.
Oh my god, yeah, it's in the point of view of the potatoes.
But it's like a horror kind of thing.
Yeah, they do. He does like an actual like recreation of Attack on Titan in the potatoes point of view, and the image of the colossal Titan coming up is just Sasha coming up over the bag of potatoes.
That's such a shit idea, and I love it.
It's
like that. It's like that one manga from Dragon Ball. At the time, I got reincarnated into Yamcha. Like that one spinoff.
I saw that.
I like it. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. But Ronald, what is your opinion on
my opinion
139 extended?
All right, so I'm pulling up the pages right now, just to have an accurate look. So Peter basically already jotted it over. So first we see what could be most likely guessed as Mikasa, Child, and maybe John, because there's
non-binary. Yep.
But either way, they're at the grave, right? The tree's getting bigger and bigger. We see the society in the background getting bigger, right? So it kind of looks, I would say, 1920s-ish. And then more time passes, Mikasa dies because they got the flowers all around. There's like a flower at the grave. The tree's getting bigger. Then we see the missile defenses, the jets coming over, dropping like air raids or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So Eldia gets destroyed again, the wreckage of the buildings and the society. And then once again, everything just grows wildly. Now the tree is the only thing standing above. And you got the ruins of the city, you got the kid and the dog. And it ends with them looking at the hole at the bottom of the base of the tree, parallel to when Ymir came, right?
Mm-hmm.
How I feel about it, I like it because, first of all, the whole, like, passing of time could be like, look at any kind of point of peace in world history. Like, what the Romans had 200 years of peace, the Pax Romana, right?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't hold it because peace doesn't last. And no matter how much time passes, you can't uphold the peace because no group of people will ever be completely happy 100% of the time. And a problem with people trying to replicate peace is that it becomes distorted, and then you have argument, and then you have conflict, and then loss of peace, which is a human thing.
Yeah, peace can only last so long.
And it's only like natural and human that eventually the whole shift, because look at the way Eren left it. He left Eldia as probably the only powerhouse. He left 80% of the world fucking killed. Eldia was still building up their military because they knew that the peace would never hold and they would always have to protect themselves. They said, like, to win is to live, to die, or to lose is to die, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was their motto. So basically, they knew that if they were to ever lose, that would be it. And the world, while only having 20% of the population left, they still literally have the rest of the world. So no matter what or whatever anybody did, the amount of space, resources, and time, even though that's why it took a long time. So if you look at the pictures, probably say 1930s to like almost modern day, let's say it's a 50 to 70 year jump.
Right.
Now imagine if the rest of the world unified under a new nation, and it's literally just Eldia versus the United Nations type thing, right? The amount of manpower, resources over 50, 70 years, whatever, it would have destroyed the island no matter what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And because of what happened, like the Eldians literally killing everybody, or Eren with the rumbling, it never would have held. So it's not. I wouldn't say it's a happy ending. Even looking back at the original 139, where it just.
And I don't feel like it needs.
It was never
going to
hold.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's not a happy. Like, it was not a happy show to begin with.
Mm-hmm. It's like
nobody was ever coming in happy.
It's like if Neon Genesis was just like, never mind, everyone was happy in the end.
We beat the angels, yay!
Which happened originally, and then the end of Eva happened.
All right, let's see. Anything else to add to it? No, I mean, I brought this up with Peter earlier today. Are you familiar with the Walking Dead comics, JJ?
Yes, I have a huge problem with them, but yes.
Okay. Spoilers for Walking Dead. Skip to probably 5 minutes from now, or JJ will put the time code.
There it is.
Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we know how Rick dies and everybody eventually dies, and it's like it goes jump to Carl and all of that. But did you know, like, what's it called? One of the original endings was going to be where it's like Rick gives a speech. I don't know if it was after the Whisper fight or after the conflict with like the Commonwealth, or like
Mhm.
maybe it's like after one of the wars or whatever. He's gonna give a speech talking about how they all gotta unify, and then everybody would cheer, and then it would like cut to like a statue of Rick, but then slowly zooms out just to show that everything was destroyed and overrun with walkers, just to show that almost to show that like no matter who tries what and how many people try it together, it'll never work, because it just everything falls apart eventually and nothing lasts.
Because the real villains were humanity.
No, but I feel like it's almost like it strikes a similar vibe to me. Like nothing will ever like stay the same.
Yeah.
And like it's not gonna hold no matter what they do. But I feel like at the same time, because because you try, kind of makes the difference of not doing anything at all.
Yeah. Oh god, keep gulping. Yes.
All right, I think that's all I gotta say. Unless Peter wants to tell me why I'm wrong. No. All right, let's end this.
All right, pull out your Glocks, boys.
Persona.
That's how I'm gonna go out. Like, babe, pull the plug.
The custom sound.
I wonder if anyone made that into a TikTok. I might get TikTok famous now.
I feel like how you could do custom horns for your Teslas, right? I feel like somebody's made their horn the sheesh. You get in a car accident. Sheesh.
Honk your horn at someone, you asshole.
Yeah, like GTA, like the GTA guys when you hit their car and they die and they just sit on their horn.
That would get annoying. All right,
also,
so
hold up. I forgot to add about the talk of the sequel series. It doesn't really matter, because we all know where it's going to end eventually. Because no matter what the series says, does, or whatever happens, we know that everything gets destroyed.
Yeah,
the tree
I
gets
think
bigger.
there's supposed to be an interview coming out either end of this month or next month with the creator and talking about the ending and stuff like that. So keep an eye out.
They gotta have like the Pope glass around him.
He's gonna have to do like what most mangakas do and start wearing like masks and shit to hide himself. Yeah, speaking of that, real quick, I was watching the Anime Man's newest video. Bro, when he did his interview with the mangaka for Redo of a Healer, I thought that was the funniest shit, bro. The guy was just like, I don't care. I made edgy shit because I thought it was funny. I do not care what anyone says. Like, this is my creation. I love it. I thought it was so funny. But yeah, now that we're done with Attack on Titan, let's get to something that's been on my mind for a while.
Anime.
Open these nuts.
Knee slapper.
JJ was mute. I hope it picks up on your mic, but
no, I didn't say anything. No, I didn't say anything.
You didn't even.
I just went.
Bro, I hate you, dude. I hate you, bro. I was like,
bro, the feeling is so mutual. All right, so let's talk about biomutants and shit. Anyways, no, just kidding.
Yo, that garbage video game he's talking about.
Someone said it's the cyberpunk of furries, or the furries.
Yo, it's just like I love the creator of that game. He was just like, yeah, it's a cross between Breath of the Wild, Batman Arkham.
Making it sound like the most amazing game of
Destiny.
All time.
Yeah, he was saying like 15 different video games and what was based off, and it's like, yeah, no. Like, it looks pretty, but like, that's it.
Anyways, that was our 10-second Biomutant video game review. I would say 0 out of 10. Don't buy. Waste of money. Should have been $30.
I would say buy Destiny Season of the Splicer instead.
Buy Doge instead.
Buy
Doge.
Don't buy Doge. Don't do it.
Pay for my tuition.
It's not going to.
Please.
Don't take your advice from a millionaire. Anyways, so let's talk about anime openings. Let's start. Since Ronald is our guest, let's Let's start with Ronald McDonald.
You just want me to go down my list?
Yeah, just go down. I know you don't have it in particular order, but I actually don't know his list at all. I know Peter's list, but I don't know your list. So.
All right, Nichan, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Coming in on my first opening, we got Naruto Shippuden number 6, Flow's Sign, where we got
Let's go, Ronald, bro! Oh my god!
Are we just all right? First of all, spoilers for all the anime that we list here. So, all right, spoilers.
Yeah,
3,
that's
2,
fair.
1. Right.
Kind of, because there's some on my
versus
list that
Pain
like
fight.
matter to spoilers.
Yeah.
So I feel it.
The Jiraiya versus Pain fight. First of all, shit hurt, and that song is busting. I got it on like my a playlist that I frequently listen to. I'm like
Your anime playlist? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, his
not
workout
even
playlist.
not even on my anime playlist. It's on my regular one.
Oh,
Alright,
nice,
that's number
nice.
1. Coming in at number 2, we got to have a JoJo's in here. We got JoJo's Part 2, Bloody Stream.
Oh, Ronald, bro, I put that same one on my list, bro. I put that same one.
Between Part 1's opening one, or Fighting Gold, and then in Bloody Stream. It was between those two, but I was like, Bloody Stream hits a little bit different.
Yo, Bloody Stream. Yo, that's my favorite part. Part 2 is my favorite JoJo's part. It slaps, bro.
You watch it and you're like, that's pretty bizarre.
Yo, it's pretty weird. Why is he friends with the Nazi? That's crazy. Why are these?
At the end, you're like,
why is he fighting
three?
Cool. Yeah. Why is he fighting three gay? Why is he fighting 3 gay vampires? I don't get it. It's so good.
Am I attracted to immortal vampires
that aren't Dio?
Number 3, we got Death Note opening 1, The World.
Nice.
All right. I'm not really.
Is that the one?
Really a big fan of the. That's the first one.
Yeah. Is that the one where they're on top of the buildings or whatever, and they're all?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
That one's awesome.
I wasn't a big fan of the second one where it's like the heavy metal screaming shit. I'm like,
yeah.
I always feel like the second opening isn't as good as the first, or like it has a lot to live up to.
See, I would agree, but some of the ones on my list are go against that.
I think most of mine are first.
Yeah,
right,
I think only one.
There's one that
I
think you might get mad at me for, but that's okay.
If you say Ava, I'm gonna just be like, missing bitch.
Sorry, next one was literally Ava.
That's my boy, Ronald. That's my boy. It's so iconic.
Yo, guys. In high school, we had this marching, like this music thing where we had to like walk around the track for like money or whatever, and you could request music on the on the speakers. So because my friend Patrick, we watched the Hitler version of that song.
What the fuck?
You've never seen it? You guys never seen it?
But you'll watch a Hitler version of a show, but you won't watch the show itself.
Not the show. It's just the opening. It takes the opening and it makes it about Hitler, whatever. And we were talking about that song. We were talking about it, and I just said, "Yo, let's put it on the speakers." So the football stadium at our high school just had that blasting while we were walking around the track.
What year was this for you?
This was my sophomore year of high school.
1945, right when Hitler died.
Right when Hitler
died. All right, so coming in, what is this, number 5? Yeah, coming in number 5, we got the Cowboy Bebop intro.
Hey, yo, me and Ronald have similar tastes. I listen to that in my car all the time.
There's a lot of good jazz openings in anime, though. There's so many good ones.
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Next one, we got the Demon Slayer intro. I told you it was being basic. I couldn't think of any other anime that I would watch.
Oh, Demon Slayer, really?
Really?
And then... I'm sorry.
Okay. I guess, it's good. It's okay.
It's like fine if you're a normie.
Let me go through. I don't watch a lot of these. A lot of the things I was thinking about were outros, and Peter said no outros.
I said no outros, but that's okay.
Fuck you guys are the same person to me.
We both like to say, put a picture side by
It's because
side.
we're white. It's because we're white.
Peter
You're
needs to grow a
racist.
beard in order for people to tell a difference between us.
Peter already has a beard. You need to grow one.
That's
That
no,
was the
no,
joke.
no,
Congratulations.
That's how he tells the difference. Continue your dumb list. What's number 6?
You can't hurt me. Your insults just bounce off my smooth brain.
What anime is that?
I love that. That's a great opening. I'd listen to it.
We got the burrito opening 8, the most recent one.
Oh wait, that's Baku, right? That's the
I haven't
Baku.
Yeah,
one?
with
seen
the
any of the
with
recent
Kawaki.
ones.
It's got like callbacks to Signs opening. It's got callbacks to the Distance opening. It's got callbacks to a bunch of openings from the Shippuden, but like works well with what they're going for in Burrito. And I was like, dude, this opening kind of good, like kind
That's
of
probably the
not
best part of the
bad.
show. The opening and then the rest of the show.
I
Even
haven't-
though it's following the manga.
I haven't seen any of Burrito.
I was telling my brother because we were talking about because I was telling him that I'm reading My Hero, and that if he messes with my Discord again, I will ruin all of My Hero for him.
Dude,
And so I just kind of
over.
mentioned to him
Wait,
how many chapters?
Don't mention spoilers.
I'm just mentioning how many chapters there are.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like 312, I think.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
up
just
there.
I was asking him how many chapters he thought My Hero had, and it's roughly 200.
It's at
and
300
then-
now.
Is it? I don't fucking
Yeah,
care.
like 312, I
Um,
think.
Yeah, so
And I asked, and he's like, "Yo, how many chapters does Burrito have?" And I was like, "Take a wild guess." He's like, 150, 58 chapters.
Yeah, okay.
There
It's
are
literally-
over
there's
200
there's
episodes.
201. 201 drops May 30th at 5 in the morning. So right now, 200 episodes. The whole thing could there's literally a 44-minute video that sums up the entire, all that's relevant.
I don't understand why anime companies can't just wait. You know what I mean? Like, it's the Full Metal effect.
Money.
Back in
Because
2000,
back
in 2003,
people want to watch.
there were
Burrito.
only literally 2 volumes out of Full Metal, and they're like, let's make an entire series out of this. And it's like, that's not smart. Why would you do that? Why?
It's almost like the Game of Thrones thing, where it's like, it's not finished,
Yo.
or there isn't enough thing, and
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
rush it. Because I literally skipped 40 episodes and didn't miss a single beat.
Of
You could
Boruto?
skip the first, you could skip the first 10 episodes and maybe just miss
You
like,
could skip.
was like-
you could skip the. You could just watch the movie and then watch up to when.
you could skip the
that-
whole first arc because it does nothing.
That was like the end half of the original Naruto. Like, after the Sasuke and Naruto fight, it's pretty much just like filler bullshit.
The wedding
No,
thing.
yeah.
It was a little
No,
slow.
no. You're talking about OG back when they
Yeah.
were kids.
Yeah, wait.
Oh yeah, with there's a whole curry of life or whatever, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bullshit after the tuning exam and the Sasuke training, going off to meet Orochimaru. There's 3 arcs in there that mean nothing.
Yeah.
And then there's one more arc after
I think
a
a
the
lot of
Sasuke and Naruto fight.
a lot of people give Naruto shit for the filler, but the Bleach filler is fucking awful.
Nah, Burrito takes it to a whole nother level, dude. The
No,
whole
literally-
series is a filler.
Hold on.
Episode 40. Episode 40.
Oh yeah, well
Team 7,
Burrito.
the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
mission.
I agree. Never mind.
It
Sorry.
literally takes 60 episodes to get good.
I thought you meant Naruto.
For
That's why. Sorry.
I know.
Um.
You can skip the first 2 to 3 arcs. There's literally a freaking cat girl in Burrito.
Let's go, cat girl.
Not even in a good way. It's annoying. Oh,
All right, so what's your next opening?
Oh yeah, I'm still doing my list. Jujutsu Kaisen opening, pretty good. Sleepy boy and a sleepy
Me
train.
and Ronald have the same taste. Were you about to put Jujutsu Kaisen as your number 1 ending? It's not my number 1 ending, but it's really close.
Oh, it's just I don't even know where it goes on ending. but that's a
Jujutsu's
bomb.
ending
The
is
ending for-
probably number
it's-
1.
it's-
Actually,
it's a
no,
bomb.
number 2. It's number 2. I have a better ending.
I think I go back and forth depending on the time of day. I think I like the ending, Jujutsu Kaisen's ending, more than I do the opening, but the opening is still really good.
The ending is way
It's
better.
just a
The ending
fun
just
bomb. They got
yeah.
the moves.
It's true.
the ending just makes the opening seem kind of mid. I understand that it's a good song, but the ending is so fucking
Nah,
good.
I still really like for Sunday.
No, yeah, like
Or
it's
the
fun,
opening.
but like it's fun and it's a good song. But if you
you
don't
just have
think
to
about
hate
the
everything.
ending,
Yeah, no, I got you. You just
yeah,
have to hate
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Ronald would
Except
say.
for the opening of Beastars.
Coming in at number 9, we got the intro for Attack on Titan season 4.
Okay. That's a,
And
that's a
it.
good one.
Really, out of all the Attack on Titan ones, you like the final season?
Also have an Attack on Titan one, but it's not that one.
The song itself, and then like the whole animation, the animation itself with like the colors, with like black and white, and like the color flamethrower and all that. I like that.
I really like, bro. The second part 2 of season 3's opening is such a good callback to the first opening.
I'm trying to remember that one.
Is that when they're gonna go fight the giant monkey?
That's when they go. That's when they go fight. Zeke.
Giant monkey.
And Reiner. Yeah, that's the
monkey. Literally has one move.
Such
and
a good
it's throw
opening.
Rock.
Because
I watched before I watched Attack on Titan, I watched the openings for the show, and like they spoil a lot of shit in the openings, but I didn't know anything, so I was just like, oh, look at these characters.
Together as you went
as you go along.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a goddamn minute.
Like, I didn't really. I was just like, oh, these openings are good, and then like when I finally watched them with the content, I think I figured out which one JJ likes.
Maybe.
Is that the one we said not to talk about?
Yeah, that's the one that my friend Ray said. Yo, you basic as fuck. That's a good list. Even though it was put together pretty
quickly.
Do
you have another one? Do you have another one or no?
The fact
he has all 9. Yeah, he put all 9.
Oh,
we could ignore the fact that my recent search history was top 10 or top anime intros of all time.
Yo, how do you think I did my research for this, bro? You think I was just like,
because you've watched more anime than I have. That's the thing.
Yo, here's the thing. I definitely have watched more anime, but to kind of like to ask me what shows I've watched is like, damn, wait.
It's hard to remember the openings because some of them are just unremarkable, and then some of them are just like, what was that one and what show was it from? And then you just don't remember. But yeah, let's go with Peter's since I'm the main host, so you know.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with you last. You
right.
ding dong.
Oh, I gotta share my screen.
Keep your head.
Oops, hold on. This is gonna look super awesome. On
I also have it up on my phone, so whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm just gonna share the screen. It's fine. Let me know if you guys see it. Loading.
Oh, wait, let me watch the stream.
Yeah.
POV, you're calling me?
Alright, make sure it shows up on the...
I think it's...
How does it look on OBS, by the way?
Yeah, it's showing it.
Peter, or
you?
you?
And even if it doesn't, I'll just put it on later because I downloaded it. Anyways, this is Peter's. So, already, I like it. I have a couple things, but I'm gonna let Peter go through it. So start at the top for us, Peter B. Boyle.
All right, so we're gonna do it left to right, left to right, and then down.
So this guy.
So first up is Soul Eater. Soul Eater was kind of a throw-in because for me there was a lot of openings that I like, and this one was just the ones that you see after Soul Eater are ones that I 100% love. The Soul Eater ones kind of just like that can be replaced very easily if you tell me another one.
Damn.
But okay. I put Soul Eater there because like
which opening?
That's like literally the first one.
Okay.
I don't like the second one. I don't like the second one at all.
Right.
The second one is not my favorite, bro.
Okay.
I just don't like it. The first one's opening just like has the hectic nature that gets you hooked on the show.
That's true. It does get you super hyped.
Yeah, it's just like the small like the very beginning of it with the guitar riff and just like all the characters kind of like zooming through the street. Yeah, dude, it's so good. Clean beats, clean everything, bro. It's a good way to like open up everything and feel great.
Okay. I mean, I like it too, but yeah.
Next up is Dragon Ball Z Kai, not Dragon Ball Z, not the original Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Z Kai's opening with Vic Mignogna singing Dragon Soul, is literally my fucking childhood, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Every Thursday night, waiting for Dragon Ball to come on TV at 7 o'clock at night.
Yep.
With me and my brother waiting for it to go on. Like, what a beast opening, bro.
I
so
saw that.
clean.
I saw that you put that there, and like I almost want to change mine now because I totally just blanked on that.
I was like, when I first originally like told you about this idea, I was like, this is like top. This is on the list immediately.
Right.
Like some of these I had to like think about, but this one was like no brainer on the list. Like I mean, there's the original opening for Dragon Ball Z, which is really good, but I didn't grow up with that.
Right.
You know, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z Kai, so for me, this one was like, it hits different. And just the animation around it, especially when it goes between each arc, saga, it's such a clean opening, and I love it, and it works every time. Like I could, just like Ronald, I can put this on like as just regular music or workout music, and I'll be happy. I'll be a happy little boy.
Yeah.
So next up is Death Parade's opening, Flyers.
That's the first one, right?
Oh my God! There's only one opening.
Oh yeah.
It's only 13 episodes.
Yeah.
This one is a banger. This is literally like, so I've said this before, but Death Parade is what restarted my obsession with anime since the start of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And the opening was just so fucking clean. I watched it every episode I watched it. There are some where I'm just like, it's great, and then I just skip over it.
Yeah.
After it.
You know what?
I was like, nah.
You know it's a good opener if you're watching it on Netflix or whatever, and it says skip intro, and it's like, how fucking dare you?
Exactly. I wish I can get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just shoo it away. But it's such a good opening that I love it. It really, like, it doesn't set the mood for the show like Dragon Ball and Soul Eater does, but kind of going back to Ronald's like jazz opening. This one's got like a funky jazz. I think of like a Persona 5 song. It's kind of got that similar vibe, and I really like that. I really like Persona 5 soundtrack, so it only made sense that I would love this opening Peter. As well.
We know.
3 times, baby. 3 times. Let's go. Three completions. All right. So next up is My Hero Academia Season 3's opening.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one kind of complements a little bit. There are 3 openings that complement each other. So here are so the first one was Dragon Ball. That one represents mostly my childhood and why I like it.
Mm-hmm.
The next one up is My Hero Academia's, where for me, this is where like it represents a shift in the overall attitude of a show and the mood you get into with the show. Because for the most part, the openings prior to this opening were all very like chill and mellow, and like there's hope in it. There's hope and resolution, and you feel good and you feel happy about the characters. But with this one, Odd Futures, the song's called Odd Future. This one, it's very different. It's a rap, electric, like hip hop opening.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, it doesn't seem like it works. It doesn't seem like it works very well with My Hero. But as the opening keeps going, you kind of realize that there's this melancholy feeling to all of season 3, because that's the season where All Might's like Bakugo gets kidnapped. All Might loses his powers. The battle between All Might and All for One, and Deku like having to reveal the information to Bakugo about.
I gotta be honest.
For One for All.
Hot take. I don't like any of the My Hero openings. They don't do anything for me. Nothing.
The recent one is okay.
The recent one, The reason why I don't like because it kind of makes this opening kind of trash
Kind of
because
gay.
because like it's so upbeat and happy and like there's this like sense of like hope
Hmm.
where I feel like after the point where All Might loses his powers,
Hmm.
there is a shift in everything where it's not all good. Like everything is not okay. Like things are definitely changing for the worse.
Right.
And the opening kind of reveals that because there's a shot of Mr. Hands Man, Mr. Chapped Lips Boy, um, where he's like walking with a bunch of Nomu behind him,
Hmm.
like and they're looking kind of menacing. And it's like he both him and Deku's arcs are now extremely parallel because they're both moving on without their masters,
Hmm.
right? And so, but you could tell that Shigarashi is is doing much better than Deku right now because of the fact that All Might is gone and society is kind of against the hero society in a way. And
Yep.
the opening really shows that. And there are a lot of images in the opening that are reminiscent to some of the manga panels and the manga volume cover arts that the mangaka specifically put in to show how the change in the attitude for the show.
Hmm.
And I really, really like the opening. And plus, it's kind of a bop. I kind of like it. It's pretty good music.
Hmm. And then you got
Next up,
JoJo's.
next up is JoJo's Part Two, baby.
Yes,
This
sir.
song is so good. Buddy Stream is such a good fucking opening, bro. It's so good, bro. Like it's very similar to Soul Eaters and like it's another jazz opening.
You like
Great
jazz?
vocals, great images of Joseph Joestar and Caesar Zeppeli training to be the best Haman users ever, and it's just badass, bro. It's my favorite part. He's my favorite JoJo's. I will forever love this part. Like I will love everything about this part. The sexual harassment and everything. I love it.
Okay.
And the guy who loves a Nazi. I love it. I love everything. Next up is Full Metal Alchemist opening 5, Rain. Not the
Wait,
first
question.
one.
Okay.
Question, real quick.
I
Okay.
like the first opening is great, but the
Disagree,
second open but
but
this opening,
I also like it. So
Teacher,
get
this
a
I have a
pass.
opening,
question. Teacher,
yes.
teacher,
Hmm.
raising my hand.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a difference between Full Metal Alchemist and then Brotherhood?
Yes,
Or is it the same-
100%.
Mega
Yes.
difference. They are
Like,
Do
they
not-
are
different
very
people?
different shows.
Do
Very
not
different
watch
shows.
2003. Watch only Brotherhood.
See, look,
So-
Don't
I
stop. I already know what you're gonna say. You're not gonna
a
understand.
movie.
You're not gonna understand. No, you're gonna completely
No, no, no,
understand.
no,
Wait, is Brotherhood the one where
no.
It's
the
based on the
mom
manga. Yeah, like solely.
No, what I'm saying is, I was gonna say I definitely agree that Full Metal Alchemist the original is kind of doggy doo doo, but the movie ending of it is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
The
I do.
movie ending
I-
is pretty good.
I honestly hate all of 2003, but the movie I actually kind of like, which goes against my
Yeah.
core values as a person and as a Full Metal fan. But I do still kind of like it.
Like it doubles down on the fact that they fucked the ending. Like it doubles down,
Uh-huh.
and it's so
But
good.
Ronald, watch Brotherhood. Just Brotherhood.
Watch
It's-
Brotherhood. Just watch
It's
Brotherhood.
amazing. It's my favorite anime of all time.
But I like
But you like Rain.
I like
Okay.
Rain. Just
I
because
love
like
Rain. It's very calming.
it's so like yeah. It's got like I think with most of these like as I got older, I kind of like the more melancholy, like
That's what I found too.
moody,
Because I used
moody
to.
vibes.
Yeah, I used to like Renaissance for Soul Eater, right? But then I figured
Yeah.
out that I like Paper Moon way fucking more.
Yeah, like some of the, like of course the JoJo's one, the Dragon Ball one,
Hmm.
and the Soul Eater one are very like
Like
uppy and
the show is about to fucking start.
yeah, where like this one's like this is when the arc starts where they're attacking the capital, Central, where they're attacking Central. This opening.
When they start attacking the capital. Edward Elric and Alphonse started attacking the Capitol.
they're holding anti-Antifa signs.
King Bradley, you fuck.
And like everybody's having a hard time and like fighting, and it's like, and I like it. It's a very good opening, and it kind of represents the struggle that's happening up to that point in the show that I really like. The next one is Naruto Shippuden's. This one was fucking hard because just like Ronald's sign is fantastic. Sign is a great opening. The first opening of it is kind of underrated. People are like, it's weird for a Naruto opening. The only time rap openings for Naruto was good was with the Flow Go. That original opening from the original Naruto. Yeah. And then the next
you can't say that word, JJ.
Fighting Dreamers?
Oh, okay.
And then the opening after that, Distance, is also very good, with the whole symbolism back to Naruto and Sasuke. So fucking good.
And their gay
Bluebird
say it
is amazing.
There we go.
Bluebird,
we're friends again. We're friends again, Peter.
Is literally like what I think of when I think of Shippuden. The struggle between Sasuke and Naruto and Sakura. The struggle that they all have as Team 7.
Right.
And then even though there's like kind of parts in this song that kind of reference to a different arc that nobody remembers and no one cares about, it's still a very good song.
Honestly, a lot of the Naruto openings are really good because I have a Naruto opening too. It just goes to show
like
how
silhouettes
good openings are.
Like silhouettes from the war arc, the one that everybody memes.
Yeah,
is that one of your favorites? You like that one?
That's not on my list. I'll just say straight up, Bluebird is on my list.
Yes, let's go. Let's fucking go. Dude, it's clean. It's so clean.
It's not the best one. The German one is the best one. Have you heard the German one?
The German one?
No. Naruto,
no.
Come on, my friend. It's so good. No. I'll have to set it after.
It's like the really bad Dragon Ball opening.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what
Dragon Balls.
What is the show about? Dragons or some shit?
Something about dragons' balls. Something about dragging these balls across your face.
And then Mozart came in and he's like, I got the perfect lyrics.
Yeah, but Bluebird is... So this kind of complements Dragon Ball a lot because Dragon Ball represents my innocence, and this opening represents me being like, nah, I've matured. I've gotten older. I've grown up with these characters.
Peter's put a lot of thought into the visuals and like what it means to him. But like literally when I made my list, I'm like, this sounds pretty good. Like I didn't really even take into consideration the visuals.
No, I took so much. I took so much. Like this next one is 100% like. Erased. Everything about the opening makes this okay. So disclosure: Erased is my favorite anime, and
I still have to watch
favorite anime, favorite manga. It's amazing. It literally is why I told JJ to read/watch Tokyo Revengers,
which I'm loving.
Which if he likes Tokyo Revengers, he's going to love Erased, like hands down.
Yo, Tokyo has Avengers now. What?
Yeah, Tokyo. Yeah, if they're a bunch of
don't get racial
gangsters that bunch of gangsters that murder, rape, and do a bunch of illegal shit. Then yeah, just like Avengers.
Read the manga; it's so good. I usually wait for I'm usually anime only watcher, but like, don't.
So good. It's literally like. You have to keep reading because it's so good.
It's like
with this opening.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
With this opening, it's got this whole motif of like every time the main character goes back in time, it's like a reel, like a film reel, and the motif of that follows in the opening, where he's kind of descending through this reel and trying to piece together the crime that he has to solve as a little kid that he wants to fix in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like images of all these characters that could be the suspect of the crime. And as the show progresses, their eyes get blacked out if they're not or no, their eyes are revealed every time you realize they're not the criminal. Because there's a lot of in the anime, there's a lot of like there's a lot of eye it's such a weird way of saying it. A lot of eye action
Yeah.
where like they have shots of people's eyes because you can't really see the face of the criminal. You have to really get the vibe of the eyes
Mm-hmm.
and like see their killer intent in the eyes. And that's how the main character pieces together the crime and saving the kids in his past from being murdered by some weird child predator murderer. And and dude, I just love it. The song is also very good. Kung Fu Generation makes some good fucking openings. And this one just works. Like there's a part where the song gets really slow and it shows all the main interests that the main character has, which is the girl he likes in the future, the girl he wants to save in the past, and his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all victims of the crime that he has to solve. And like you get an image of all three of them in this blue silhouette, and then there's like a change in the tone of the song where it then shifts to red and it's a picture of the criminal holding his hat down and smart and like smirking at the camera. And I was like, I love it. I love when the opening talks about the show and isn't just awesome for being a good opening. And yeah, it's amazing. I recommend Erased. It's my favorite anime. Laura watched Erased and loved it. Like
I still gotta watch it.
Someone who doesn't give a shit about anime watching Erased and saying, "Yo, it's pretty fucking good," is great. Like
If you like Erased, you'll love Naruto.
if you like no JJ for real, if you're liking
no.
Tokyo Revengers, you should pick up the manga for Erased. It's very good.
Yeah, I heard the last episodes though are just like, this is what happened in the manga. Fuck it.
Read the manga. No, watch the anime first, then read the manga because the endings are very different.
Mm-hmm.
And while the anime ending works and is fine, the ending for the manga is much darker and I be it.
I
better.
love me some misery porn, baby.
It fleshes out the villain's
Motif.
the villain's motives way better, and it's way more fucked up.
All right, I want to get to
Way more
mine. Hurry up.
And then the last one is Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann's opening. That's like my second favorite anime. It's amazing. My friend put me onto this show. Every time the opening comes up in the show, the feels hit, man. You just want to scream, "Who the hell do you think I am?" every time you hear it. It's amazing. I recommend watching
What's he
Gurren
say?
Lagann if you haven't.
Attention, all you bros, chicks, bros, and non-binary hoes.
Oh, that's Skate the Infinite.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's
How
that
do you
Skate?
do? Oh my, yeah, it's Skate the Infinite. Which on another good opening. But
Yeah.
JJ, please, without further ado, present your holy grail of.
All right,
of
so
And make it quick.
3x3.
this is the definitive one. Everyone.
Everybody else's is garbage. This is the real one. This is for the real ones.
This is for my real gangsters, you know what I'm saying?
My real OGs.
3 to the 1
You sharing
to the
screen
1
or
to the
what?
3. I'm fucking
There
doing
we
it.
go.
Yeah, fucking.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
What? No.
Yeah, you never
Oh
seen
man,
that?
I was gonna do Beastars too, bro.
Alright.
Oh,
All right,
you
so
fucking
I want to make a
toes.
caveat. Thank you, Peter, for enlightening me. Jujutsu Kaisen is out. Dragon Ball Kai is in. But
Oh, you're gonna take Jujutsu out,
I'm
bro.
gonna take it out.
Yo,
Dude, Kai
let's
is
go.
just that much better. But anyways, Full Metal Alchemist. And these are in order, by the way. Full Metal Alchemist again is my shit. Now I kind of have a sentimental value to it, just like Dragon Ball Kai. But on top of it, it's also a really good opening.
This is the first one, right? Opening one.
The first one, yeah. In Brotherhood. And the animation is solid. The music is awesome, and this is like
God,
the first
when she raps, bro.
Yeah, the first anime that got me into anime. I had watched anime before, but I didn't know it was anime. It was cartoons or whatever. But yeah, so obviously sentimental value. And the thing that hooked me was the opening. I'm like, I'll try this out, whatever. I'll DVR it or whatever. And then I saw that opening. I'm like, I think I just came.
Yeah, dude, it's so
good. The rapping part is just like da 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 da. It's so
and it works so well with the hecticness of like
when he's in the like weed fields and he's just doing that. Like that in real life, if you did that in real life, people would think you're a fucking psychopath. But it looks so cool.
Oh, where he goes he does his thing and he's just like this.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck is he doing? Is he summoning a demon?
The whole thing is showing the Philosopher's Stone, and then Ed's dad when he's younger. All the foreshadowing is just so on top of its fucking game, and it's so good, and I love it so much. I love it so much that I'm willing to put up with like English, like people singing. Like, there's a couple good English covers. I don't mean to knock them down, but most of the time it just doesn't translate well. But like, actually, there's one that's really good. That sings again. Anyways, that's besides the point. That's my favorite one of all time. I put it in my car. I put it at low volume because if anyone listens to me and looks and sees that I'm not Japanese and I'm a white boy listening to this, I feel ashamed and I instantly want to kill myself.
Yo, me when I was at the gym during UConn, I never wanted anyone to.
Yo, what you listening to? Kendrick, J. Cole? Nah, Yuri.
Nah, I'm listening to Bunny Girl Senpai's opening.
That's another good opening. All right, then we got Soul Eater. I like Paper Moon better. I just feel like I really like the guitar in that, and it's a lot more tamer. It's still high energy, but it's a lot more tamer than Renaissance. And I just like the animation quality overall on it. And it's just solid. Another really good one. Cowboy Bebop Tank, we already kind of touched on it a little bit. Classic opening. It's like the pinnacle of jazz anime openings, at least. It's like the go-to.
It's how you do it.
The visuals are like Art Deco. It's like got this cool like 70s old-timey feel. It's cream of the crop. It's very good. It's
like a cross between like James Bond and like
exactly
noir.
I mean, there's
so good.
Barely any lyrics, but everyone remembers. All right, let's blow this joint. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. It just
like
hits you.
There's no fucking contest, bro.
Exactly.
It's literally like top tier openings.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then next we have.
And here's bottom tier opening.
Fuck you.
Just kidding.
It's Neon Genesis Evangelion. I like this one. It's got a lot of jelly in it. It's pretty good. No.
I mean, yeah, there's some shots of like blood coming out of it.
No, but I just like the style of it as well. I mean, it's a little corny in the beginning with Shinji rotating and like his face as well. But if you look at a video essay, I'm sure there's some deeper meaning to it, and there's a lot of deeper meaning to it. I get it. I just like how it looks, how it moves, like the flashing images and stuff like that, and just the up and like da 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 da, and the full version is actually really good as well.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, we all know it's a classic. If someone called it a GOAT, I would be like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. 100%. That is a classic.
Now, here, Attack on Titan. It's not...
Which one?
It's not the 4th season.
The first one?
It's not Asadio. It's the very first one. The very first Attack on Titan. It's just so high, and it's so iconic too. Whereas like the other ones are very good, but this one is gonna stand the test of goddamn time because it just like it gets you just into it. Like when they're all standing in the black and white thing and they're all just looking at the ground like a badass. I'm like, hell yeah! It's so good. This is just my personal opinion. It does something to me.
Wait, this is your personal opinion?
Yeah.
This isn't a hardcore fact, so it's not a definitive list.
No, it is a definitive list because I said
So
it.
then how is it an opinion? It should be a fact.
Well, you see, in the wise words of Ben Shapiro, feelings go over your facts, okay? You fucking libtard.
Feelings over facts.
And if you have a dummy thick sister, don't put her on the internet. Yo,
if you have a dummy thick sister,
Ben Shapiro's sister is so. Here's a picture right now. Dummy thick, bro. She's got them heavies. The heavies,
Clown
bro.
JJ. Honk honk. Honk
Alright,
honk.
we're getting demonetized and reported to the FBI.
Why? Ben Shapiro ain't gonna do shit. He's gonna buy a piece of wood from my local Home Depot and smack me with it.
You know, he'll put it in a bag.
I bought a piece of wood. I support capitalism. Anyways, away from the politics. Code Geass colors. That shit's a jam.
Yo, I'm glad you both put flow on here. Like such differences. Like I mentioned, Go. They're like one of their first anime openings, and then Sign, which is another great opening, but it's so different.
Yeah.
From Go, and then this one's even more different from Sign. Like they have talent, bro.
Yeah.
They have range.
No, I love it. It appeals to my early 2000s kind of like. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but I really should have described music. It's not my forte at all. But yeah, it sounds good. The visuals be good. And now we move on to Naruto. Well, it's not.
Yeah, we know the
it's
most
not
important visuals in Code
Shoppuden
Geass.
one.
Shapoopy.
The crippled sister.
Shoppuden. Yo, Callan, bro. Callan, she got the attributes, dude. She got the attributes.
No.
Bro, put up pictures of her right now.
No.
Bro. You don't, you're a coward. You're a coward. You're a coward if you don't. Specifically, the bunny set, the bunny suit.
I actually recently downloaded a PNG of Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, and she's sitting in my folder, and I'm terrified.
Why would you do that then?
She's scared. Well, because I'm editing for the previous podcast that we did.
Oh, and you're terrified to open a PNG? You think a PNG is going to affect your computer, you clown?
She scares me.
You're freaking
It's just
nerd.
Monica.
Yeah, you're right. It is just Monica.
No.
Hey, JJ, what if I came to your house one day and you're blackout drunk and I got into your computer and I just fucked
my
with your
wallpaper.
computer? Yeah.
Monica.
You know how people used to do where when people were big on Doctor Who, they would have an image of a weeping angel on the monitor, and if the guy turned away, the weeping angel would come closer to the screen. That's what I'm gonna do on your computer. No. I'm gonna have it where it's just the background of the classroom, and then just a really fucked up version.
And then
of
the fucked up music in the background.
Yeah.
Oh God. But yeah.
So Naruto, which one is it?
It's Bluebird, but I put the original.
Oh yeah, that is ship. Yeah,
No, that's not Shippuden. That's not Shippuden. No, I mean the image. The image is in Shippuden. That's what.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm so nostalgic for the "We Are Fighting Dreamers," but I still really like Bluebird, and it's great. It's kind of out of place for a Naruto opening, but it's really solid.
Nah. If you've listened to all 30 of them, there's some that are very similar.
Yeah, I don't know. But I likes it. I likes it a lot.
Yeah, it's so good.
Beastars, the first opening. Although the second opening sounds better, but the actual animation is whatever. But the first opening of Beastars, that jazz, and my favorite animation, stop motion animation, and it's so goddamn good. I love everything about it. It's just all these openings to me are 10 out of 10s. I love every single one of them. But yeah, Beastars, again, I love the stop motion. It just brings it up more. The stop motion is just awesome. I've heard covers of this on English and it just does not translate well. It's very cringy, but when sung in Japanese, It's very good. It's very lovely. It's very like da 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 da. Like if someone were to say like, what soundtrack would you put in for like exciting new romance? Like you just found out you had a crush on a girl or whatever, and she said yes to go on a date. I'm like, this is the song. Besides the ending part because he eats her.
I think what makes this opening even better is if you've listened to like the music video of the song, and it's about like the band like robbing a bank or something.
Yeah.
And like it just has that cool noir jazz feel.
And that's the loud
surprisingly
side.
That like surprisingly works with the opening stop motion of this, which you're right, like hats off to Studio Orange for pulling that off. Like
awesome.
They didn't need to do that,
like
but
actually
they did.
good stop motion animation too, like not even like stuff, like it's actually, I mean, it's not up to a whatchamacallit, Wes
Fantastic
Anderson.
Mr. Fox or something.
Yeah, but it's still good. I like it a lot. And the last one, I mean, Dragon Soul, nostalgic, yada yada yada, that replaces this, but I feel like the opening for Jujutsu Kaisen is really good. Because I remember when I first started watching it, I'm like, I'm on episode 1. And you were like, the opening is shit or whatever. And I'm like, I gotta wait till second episode because they don't introduce it in the first episode. And I was like, Peter's never been as wrong as he ever has been in his life. This is a banger. And then the ending happened, and I was like,
this is why Peter thinks it's shit. This is why Peter thinks it's shit.
Like, side by side, absolutely 100%. But, like, on its own, which is, I'm judging the openings on its own, it's really good. I like it a lot. Yeah. And obviously the visuals are great. The panda doing parkour, 10 out of 10.
Yo, that was so funny, dude. That is like
when Gikuk, I didn't even really notice that until Gikuk pointed it out in his video, or I think it was Gikuk. Just like,
really? It took you somebody else to tell you about the panda running on the...
It's going so fast that I was just like, yeah.
Bro, that was like the first thing I saw in the opening, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is there a parkour panda? It's so dumb. This don't make any sense. Get out of here.
Parkour panda makes the fucking video. I don't know.
And then like he's like one of the coolest characters in the show.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's my 3x3. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So leave in the comments who has the better list, and why is it me?
Why is it me?
Come on, why is mine the better one? Like,
I mean, we could all agree Ronald's isn't the better one, but like mine is the better one.
Yeah. We all know Ronald's garbage.
Right.
Ronald's is shit.
Absolute trash. But mine's the best one. So yeah.
Yeah, like who would even what's one song that I clowned him for? What did I say?
For what, Ronald?
Oh. Who would even put like basic ass, Evangelion on their list?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh wait.
It's a cruel angel thesis.
But yeah,
so
that was it.
Comment below why my opinion's right. After this week, I'm going to be working on a video. I don't know what it's going to be about, but I know it's going to be about anime for sure. Because I've been watching a lot of anime. But yeah, and Peter, if you want to plug in anything or
yeah, dude, We Sell Dirt is back, baby. Whenever this comes out.
Oh, actually, shut the fuck up. Actually, I also have a TikTok where I post little snippets of the podcast and videos and stuff like that. I got so many plays. I got so many plays, and then like I looked at like, oh, so they're gonna transfer over to YouTube, and like not. Nothing, and I'm like, I hate Gen Z and their short attention span.
Two different audiences, yeah.
I know.
Two different audiences.
I even it like on everyone, I'm like, check out the full video on YouTube, and everyone's like, you should have said something about My Hero. I'm like, I did in my full video. If you just check that out.
How many? Just off the top of your head, how many views have you gotten on one TikTok?
On TikTok, the one where it's just my intro got like 700 plays.
How many you cut out?
Huh?
How many did you say you cut out?
That I cut out.
You cut out. I did not hear you How many plays did you get?
700.
Oh, wow. Actually, it's really good.
Yeah. Too bad that didn't transfer over because I only have 38. I know. Ugh.
Yeah.
And then some kid was like, because I posted the Dragon Ball clip, and he's like, I hate how you attacked like the fan base. It makes up a small majority. I'm like, in the video is just about the toxic parts of fandoms. It's not talking about the fandoms.
In itself,
total.
Except for Dragon Ball, which is just the entire.
No, Dragon Ball is the worst.
Yeah, Dragon Ball. It's just their community.
I felt bad.
Terrible. I mean, why do they have? Why are there 16 parts?
Was Super Saiyan 3, so you already know he's 12.
Why are there 16 parts to what if Goku had HIV? Why?
Double Shaga is your best Shaga ever.
Okay, those people are dumb. Those people are actually clowns.
Stupid.
But
anyways, yeah, plug in your shit, you stupid clown.
Whenever this comes out, JJ, maybe in June, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, We Sell Dirt will have already resumed the podcasting. We will have videos out every Friday. We have a good backlog, so we have plenty of videos to put out, which gives me enough time to kind of relax and not feel super stressed about it. But we're not doing just podcasts; we're doing some single off videos as well. And one of them is going to be our poker video with your boy Ronald, who's
I'm going to lose my life savings.
Who I'm excited to do that with, and we're going to be doing a lot more than just that. We're actually doing a brainstorming session together at the time of recording on Thursday to talk about what we're going to do next for the future of We Sell Dirt. So check us out there.
Lovely, lovely. Ronald, do you have anything to plug in?
Not really. I'm on TikTok, but I use an anagram of mine, or I use an anagram of different names. Find me if you can, or don't. I don't have anything to watch. Follow me, losers.
All right, wonderful.
Yep, you're right. Our fan base are losers.
That concludes our episode of Sheep and Weebs. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of the video, make sure to leave a like, share, and comment that my 3x3 is the best, obviously. If Peter says anything else, I'm just going to mute what he says. Because I am the editor, I have that power, I am God.
I was actually saying leave comments below about some of your favorite openings, we have engagement from our audience.
Do that.
But no, cut that out. No, cut it out. Cut it out. Do it. Cut it out. Cut out the part where I'm trying to get your audience to engage with you. But don't worry, I don't care.
I already told them to engage with me, so I don't know why the fuck you need
engage
to
with you by stroking
it's like
your
you
ego.
telling my kids what to do. Okay, you don't tell my kids what to do. I tell.
They're not
my
really
kids
your
what
kids.
To do.
Look,
they are my kids. Are they subscribed to my channel?
But they who helps run this? Who helps run this podcast?
Oh.
Girl, I could easily have Leon. No, that would be a fucking nightmare. He would just be yelling in his fucking Xbox Live microphone.
At least
we need to have him on the podcast so he could just yell at you.
At least me and you, JJ, we have
we'll get
good
Ray.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
We have good back and forths.
Ray will just yell at me because for some reason he thinks my taste is trash, but I took one look at his anime list and I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay. And then,
put this part on TikTok and I'll send it to him.
He's a fucking clown. What a clown. And then, we'll have Leon yell at you.
We'll have our
boys. We'll have our backup boys yelling.
Yeah. We'll have our posse right behind us, bro.
Anyways,
thank y'all for watching.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.